tried to match the colors for today's review. Close enough. Hi guys, Matthew here and welcome back again to my channel. Right after checking out Logitech's brand new G Pro X 10 keyless mechanical gaming keyboard, which received an update in the form of new switches while sticking with the same design of its original brother, feel free to check it out at the link in the right top corner. And today I have something along the line of that, something that could be called a new product, but it's actually based on the existing one, that being the G512 SE mechanical gaming keyboard and the G502 SE Hero wired gaming mouse. The SE stands for Silver Edition, although Logitech also mentions Special Edition on the box, but maybe they just want to point this out as being a special edition of a product line, not the name of the product itself. It's just a coincidence that for both cases the acronym for it is SE, so you know what, we could maybe call it Special Silver Edition. On the other hand, the Silver Edition naming doesn't align with some of the design choices. For example, the mouse has these white new accents in few places, but then again the lettering on the boxes uses this silver shiny color instead of their light blue, which they usually have. So, as I mentioned, we have new additions in the form of the G512 SE mechanical gaming keyboard and the G502 SE Hero wired gaming mouse. I actually did my review on the regular G502 a few years back, the original Proteus Core version of it. Feel free to check it out if you wish to in the right top corner of this video, so I won't go too deep into its specifications and user experience, since everything remained the same design-wise with its Hero update, except of course for the addition of new optical 16,000 dpi Hero sensor, which I had the chance to try in a couple of different occasions. What this version has going on for it is basically a different color scheme, where we now have these white glossy accents instead of them being black, while the rest of the mouse receives a slight color change, but with mostly black and dark gray housing. I've also noticed that the scroll wheel looks to be ever so slightly more on the silver side compared to one on the regular Hero model. It's pretty hard to notice that at first glance. Other than that, it's still that same well-known, excellent performing gaming mouse with very futuristic looking sharp shape, a fair number of additional fully programmable switches, 11 in total, light sync RGB support and adjustable weight system. On the other hand, I haven't tried the G512 series up until now, so I'll take a little bit of a deeper dive into it. Although, as it looks like, I also don't need to do that, since the G512 is basically an upgrade version of the G413, which I reviewed in depth almost 2.5 years ago. You can check it out at the link in the right top corner of this video. Basically, it's completely the same from the outside design-wise, very sleek looking, minimalistic and well built, with keycaps and switches not being partially immersed beneath the top plate, but rather above it, giving it that sort of like a more raw feel to it. What's actually different with the G512 compared to the G413 is that it now has RGB backlighting of the keys instead of just being red, while it also offers 3 different switches instead of just the regular OG Roamer G switch, those now being Roamer G Tactile, Roamer G Linear and GX Blue switch. In this G512 SE model I have the GX Blue version of the switches, which are very familiar to those GX Blue clicky switches found in the new G Pro X model, while both of those also share similarities with Logitech's new low-profile GL clicky switch. I actually have all 3 switches here with me, as I'm also in the process of reviewing the G915 model, be sure to subscribe for that one, so here is how they sound in comparison. When it comes to G512 Silver Edition model, it doesn't bring anything that will blow you out of the water or will make you regret having the original G512, because this is basically just a light refresh of its design. For example, you can notice that this big G logo in the right top corner is now silver, while the top anodized and brushed aluminum plate is now almost completely blacked out, nothing like the carbon version of the original or the light silver of the G513 model, so the difference is even less noticeable than with the G502 SE Hero mouse, since it doesn't have any new contrasty colors like it has. I've also noticed that the cable is not braided, but rather rubberized, which is an odd choice, but we still do have cable routing canals on the bottom, one USB pass-through on the back, and that weird add-on of a 1/4-inch hole for mounting your microphone or smartphone. As expected, both of them can be controlled using Logitech's G-Hub software utility, although at the moment of making this review it wasn't distinctly showing that these were the Silver Edition models, but I assume that that will come along with the future software updates. To top these two off and round everything up in a matching set of gaming peripherals, Logitech also introduced the G332 Silver Edition model of gaming headset, which is, you guessed it, basically the same product, but with that unique branding and white accents around few parts of the headset. Bottom line, these new products which Logitech introduced are nothing that will make you wanna upgrade right away, but it is something to sort of spice things up, a wider offering for the potential buyers which are aiming to replace their old peripherals, and I personally don't have anything against having more choices, especially since it doesn't pull any extra money out of your pocket, because as far as I can see it, the MSRP should be pretty much the same as their original counterparts. That's it for this time from me. Thank you once again for watching. Toss me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my content, that really helps a lot. And if you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe, and if you already are, be sure to press that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on a new video. And until then, catch you later guys.